Look, I'm seeing on Google people ask all sorts of very, very dumb questions. Dumb question number one. Okay, dumb question most pervasive online. How much is Dr. Dre? That is Andre Young. How much is Andre Young worth? Net worth, by the way. People like to say net worth. And then the answer that Google pops back is a few $1 billion. Okay. Well, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Marshall Mathers, Slim Shady, yes. Jay-Z, Robert Diggs, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna call him Busta Rhymes. I think his name is Robert Trevor Jr. from memory. Okay, these people run infrastructure, guys. Okay, these people are very, very valuable individuals to the communities to which they belong to. Okay, so don't ask how much, please. Don't ask how much Andre Young is worth, because okay, that means absolutely nothing. Okay. Andre Young is, but by the way, Andre Young is a medical doctor. Did you know that? So if you reside in the Los Angeles area and you need an expert second opinion, just check out Andre Young's medical practice, because he's excellent. He's absolutely brilliant. Okay, as a medical doctor. And of course, I'm being sarcastic right now. If you don't, if you don't perceive the sarcasm in what I'm saying, then I'm going to tell you I am being sarcastic. Okay, so if you need a second opinion from a medical practitioner, please check out Andre Young in the Los Angeles area. So then. Okay, so I like to look at people's spouses. So here it is, Calvin Brothers, that is Snoop Dogg. His spouse is Shante Brothers. Snoop Dogg's game is immaculate, guys. So Shante is a wonderful lady. However, there's a guy who's after these guys, and that guy is Pharrell Williams. Okay, so Pharrell Williams is a guy who popped up out of nowhere in the early millennium and started rapping with these guys. Very, very dodgy guy. Guys, if you can do that sort of stuff, I know. So my friend, my friend Nicolas Dami, he was the friend I used to hang out in high school with. He's in America right now. I hope he's doing well. He told me stories. So if you can chop the genitals off Pharrell Williams, just go for it, okay? And okay, make him eat his genitals, because he's a very, very bad dude, so to speak, okay? And on this one, I'm not displaying sarcasm. I'm being quite literal, okay? Whereas, okay, so Snoop Dogg, his game is excellent. His game is very, very good. So is Jay-Z. Jay-Z, as we know, Jay-Z he's married to Beyonce Knowles. So there's Beyonce Knowles and Kelly Rowland. They were in the early millennium group Destiny's Child. I used to like them very, very much. I think they developed their canto skills in church, in a gospel church or Methodist church. By the way, is Mariah Carey is Mariah Carey Catholic, or did she go to a gospel church? Well, that's the kind of stuff that I enjoy asking Google about. People, what's their religious denomination? Okay, are they Buddhists by any chance? Some of them are Buddhists. Leonard Cohen was a Buddhist, apart from keeping the Sabbath and being an Orthodox Jew. So Leonard Cohen was a Buddhist. Tom Waits is not stranger to Buddhism. People like Jack Kerouac. Jack Kerouac was a Buddhist. Many people, many very, very bright, very smart people in America are Buddhists, okay, are following Zen. So I believe I believe the notorious B.I.G. was a Catholic, and I believe Calvin. Okay, by his name, judging by his name, Calvin Brothers is a Protestant, and since he's an associate of Dr. Dre, I believe the NWA crew. I believe the NWA crew were Protestants, actually, Methodists or Methodists or Neo-Protestants. I'm not sure. But then there's something interesting. Dr. Dre, in his 2001 album, he said he moved to a new house on a new hill. And well, judging from the video for Forgot About Dre, the video in which he raps with Slim Shady, I think, and judging from the fact that he had a stroke. Okay, did you know Dr. Dre had a stroke 2 years ago? He spent his time in hospital around the holidays, around the New Year's or Christmas. 2 years ago, Dr. Dre had a stroke, guys. And I hope he's okay. I hope he recovered completely. I believe his spouse, Nicole Young, is a very, very bad person, okay? Well, that's his former spouse. They were married between 1996 and 2021. From what I see right here. So I really don't like. I really dislike. I respect Dr. Dre and Snoop and of course Mount Westmore, NWA, all of their crew. I much prefer New York rapping, New York, New East Coast New York kind of hip hop. Though I never get it right. I never get in New York. In all I do, I'm very, very much gangsta. I'm very, very much West Coast. But I dislike the video for Forgot About Dre. Okay, so from that video we can judge that the spouse of Dr. Dre, Nicole Young, is a bad person. And okay, moving to East Coast hip hop, we know who whacked Biggie, right? I'm not sure who whacked Tupac Shakur, but I know who whacked Biggie, and that was Puff Daddy and Lil Kim. Okay, so I have a release about that on TuneCore, and the release is called "Whom Whacked Biggie." So I guess the English is wrong. It's I should have said who, because whom is the genitive, I believe. Whom refers to, you'd say, to whom does that belong to, not whom done it, okay? But I wanted to use whom, the particle whom, in order to emphasize that it's important who that the person who whacked Biggie was Puff Daddy, or P. Diddy as he's known these days. P. Diddy and Lil Kim, okay? Anything else about hip hop that you'd like to know? The feud between Tupac and Biggie? Well, they were good friends. Did you know Tupac was born in New York City? Tupac was a New Yorker, guys. They strangely enough, I do believe Tupac and Christopher Wallace, the Notorious Big, they knew each other growing up, and then not Smack My Bitch Up. Then the song, the song, Tupac's song. Hit 'em Up, yeah, that was the title I was looking for. Tupac's song Hit 'em Up is a warning. That Tupac recorded for Biggie, and Biggie replies in Hypnotize. He said, "Mate, that's how Biggie begins Hypnotize." He says, "Sicker than your average." He says, "Mate, I'm listening to your stuff, but Hit 'em Up impressed me." Okay, so guys, for all of you interested in contemporary American history and the history of old school hip hop, take it from there, because it's quite entertaining, and I love it. I love these guys very, very much. I think it's the real thing. It's the real flesh and blood of workers, strugglers. It is the struggle of a generation. It is the struggle to survive, the struggle of the misfits, the struggle of the underbelly. It's not underbelly in the sense of, it's not the underbelly in the sense of criminality, because many people that follow the hip hop way are honest guys. Okay, so please don't invoke your prejudices on this one. Hip hop is fat.